See if I can get this thing together. Grace and peace, everybody. Welcome to Berean TV. I'm just going through I'm deleting some stuff off of the computer, and we were talking about a couple of things on some slides. I'm just going to bring out a few points that I feel I'd like to share with some people that are involved in apologetics. Y'all know my own position. I feel the church is definitely disconnected from the block, from what's going on in the penitentiary, what's going on the streets, and enlarging the African-American community. A lot of people, if you're saved and you've been in church, most of the people that you know are in church. And that's where it's kind of problematic when you get some pastors and they say, go invite a friend. Your other saved friends, if they are saved, they're locked into a church. They already have a church body. A lot of people, if you've been in the church and you've been saved for some time, you know the majority of people that you know are saved people, unless you're really, besides your family members or whatever. But I just want to talk about two people. I'm going to talk about a couple of people, but I want to talk about two in particular that's influential in the African-American community. A lot of people don't know, a lot of older church people don't know pastors and bishops, and that's basically who control the church. They don't know that a lot of people don't watch television. There's a lot of people that's into, younger people that's into social media. They're heavy into Instagram, young children heavy into YouTube, and they're influenced by the things that you see on YouTube. And, they'll come up, like my man Wilson said, certain things will come up on feeds, certain people and individuals, pastors, people in urban apologetics. They need to understand some of who these people are. And I'm going to show y'all just two main people. This guy is DJ Vlad. Vlad has something that's known as Vlad Television, Vlad TV. He DJ, but he was involved in, he's a businessman. He was involved in interviewing people in the hip hop community, and that thing has just grown. He is like I like to equate things for church people to know. He is like the Wendy Williams of social media. He's the TNZ of social media. Anybody that somebody's been on Vlad television, that's been on his couch. Now, there's two couches we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about his couch. He's the first person. But he'll come and if you're too busy, he'll come and interview you far as rappers in the studio. He interview everybody that's somebody, people that's been involved in, let's say, Fed magazine, people that's done time in the penitentiary, pimps, killers, rappers talking about killing and violence, everybody from black porn stars, everybody that somebody's been on his couch. This is why Vlad is important. If you want to know a lot of the doctrines that's going on, people from what we would call the conscious community has made it to Vlad's couch, or people that's come from different. A lot of people becoming famous because of Instagram. We have a lot of very famous strippers out here that turn into musicians, or they're video vixens, and they influence people in the hood, in the urban community. Anybody that Vlad is going to he's going to interview. This is Charlemagne the God. He used to work with Wendy Williams. He have a jumping radio show up here in New York, multi-millionaire. He's on Vlad's couch, and he got his theories on religion or whatever. The guy on the bottom, that's Damian Marley. That's Bob Marley's son. I'm just trying to show you a few people that's been on Vlad television. Like I said, he will come to you, but he has a studio, and people often come and get on his couch. Like the other person we're going to talk about. This is Dr. Wesley Mohammed on Vlad television. Y'all know who he is if you're involved in social media. He's like, on social media, we can call him he's a protege of Minister Farrakhan, been in the Nation of Islam for years. He's a researcher in the Nation of Islam. He has an earned degree. These are not dumb people, but I'm pointing out just the vastness of the people that would come and get on Vlad TV and why it's important. Recently, Wesley Mohammed dropped a book, and he was talking about how the weed, the loud, the kush, the sour, the stuff that's being smoked out here have some type of chemicals in it, and it's defeminizing them. And it's feminizing men in some type of way. And he's popular on the internet talking about that and different things as far as the African-American community. In class, we brought up certain things. What is the church doing wrong, if the church is doing anything wrong? because it's so strange. Everybody that we talk about that's influential in the African American community, such as Minister Louis Farrakhan, even Geno Jennings, who, you know, a lot of people involved in orthodoxy. He's a devil. He's in the cult. He's not wrong. He's doing something to draw men. The Hebrew Israelite movement, specifically the camps that's been out in the streets talking, they're doing something to draw men. That's a side note. I'm just showing y'all everybody that's somebody. If you're a minister, if you're in the church, everybody that's somebody has graced the couches of Vlad television. This guy right here is Tariq. Y'all may not know his face, but Tariq was into some you know, pimping, macking back in the days, writing, you know, little books here and there, little articles on things of that nature. But then he hit a streak by putting out something called Hidden Colors. I think we're up to Hidden Colors 4 or 5. They're working on 5 or something like that. A lot of what you're hearing in the African American community come from people in the conscious community that were interviewed and that were in that movie Hidden Colors. A lot of what young people are talking about, different religious, spiritual systems that's coming against the church. It's this young man right here. He is an apostle in the conscious community. Y'all know Dr. Boyce Watkins down there on the bottom. He's a voice. He also has a degree, an earned degree. I think his is in finance. I'm not sure if he was a certified public accountant, but he taught in university on finance. He's had professional jobs, but he's broke away to independently teach in the African American community. These are people that y'all should know. That's been on Vlad television. So we're still talking about Vlad, but I'm just going to show you and point out certain people. I'm not sure if you know who this lady is right here on the top, but she's been getting a buzz. She's been on the scene for a long time. Back in the days, Tupac Shakur, a dead rapper now, he was involved. He went to jail because of a situation, and it was basically surrounding this young lady. She met him on the dance floor. They had some fun. Y'all can go listen to her interview, what she said that she actually done to him. He ended up catching a rape charge. You know, a lot of people, the media, were Source Magazine. So many people were saying things. It was the East Coast, West Coast beef, a lot of stuff going on. And who people that Tupac was hanging out with, Haitian Jack and just Brooklyn, just New York people in general, Brooklyn, Queens, New York people in general that's into a different type of lifestyle, and they had money. They were connected with rappers, and, you know, people end up getting themselves in trouble. That's the young lady on the top right there that graced the couch of Vlad TV. Of course, y'all know who Russell Simmons is. Everybody that's somebody has been on Vlad TV know who that guy is. If somebody hit me, and shout out to the people that often would hit me with information. Did you hear what's going on? Did you hear that interview? Do you know what's going on with Nick Cannon? This is Nick Cannon. And y'all see that he's wearing a turban. People started wondering, is he part of the Moore Science Temple? Is he an Israelite? We're hearing him, you know, he's on Vlad TV also. We hear him making certain comments, and, you know, he's not going to do it on his show Wilding Out, but he's dealing with some spiritual stuff. And what does that, you know, what does that have to do? What is it? Is he part of the Nation of Islam? Is he part of the Moors? Is his third eye open and he's dealing with the chakra and his higher self? What is he into? And if y'all are looking for sources from different people, it's good to go to Glad, because it's going to be basically primary coming from the horse's mouth. That's what we mean when we talk about primary. So Vlad TV's, he's important because of that. The second person, or the second couch that I want to talk about, is Sinetta. Sinetta has on Black News 101, Black News 102. I often tell people that come to Sunday seminary, or if I'm lecturing abroad, that Sinetta is like the Word Channel. He's like the TBN. He's like the Daystar of the conscious community. Everybody that somebody has come around at one time or another dealing with Sinetta because of the amount of work that he's put in. He's often had different people come and help him co-host. This is Garfield Reed. Some of y'all may know him from banging on Facebook. I say he's an equal opportunity banger. When I say that, He's involved in Kemetic spirituality, but he moves more like a historian. So he's gonna, he's gonna bang on the Bible. He's gonna bang on the Hebrew Israelites. He's gonna bang on the Christians. He'll bang on the Nawubians. Those are Dr. York's people, the people that came from the Ansar Law community, and they changed over. And that's basically Dr. Malachi Z. York. So he's an equal opportunity banger. He's gonna bang on people just in general. So, it's kind of hard to lock him in. Some people want to know if he a Rastafari, what type of, this how we want to get people. Is what type of teachings do we follow? Just tell me what he followed, Berean. I'm going to know how to get him from there. It's hard because these people are eclectic. He follow Kemetic spirituality, but he's moving like an historian. Shout out to Garfield. I've seen his video, King James Ain't Black. He did some slides and interesting stuff. But that's who this is. So we got different people. These are some of the people that's graced the couch of Sinetta TV, or just even if they come to town. I got to talk to Minister Farrakhan. Sinetta helped, greatly in the Million Man March before YouTube. That guy Sinetta was already in the streets of Harlem putting in work. So they're far more advanced than the average urban apologist or church person using YouTube, social media as a platform. Sinetta been getting it in. So when social media finally came out, it was just a natural step to evolve and to go to that also. That's the same brother in the right that came to town, had to sit down with Sinetta or whatever, that wrote Hidden Colors. These are people that's popular in the conscious community. The guy on the top on the right, that's Poppy. He got a little channel. He's jumping, but he came out and he became popular because he spoke about Africa Bambaataa and, people being molested, Zulu Nation, the birth of hip hop back in the days. And he got popular on that. So he has a platform on social media and, he discussed various things. The main two people that I wanted to share with y'all, though, was DJ Vlad TV, and this guy Sinetta right here. Who was Sinetta? The House of Consciousness.